You think you know what aging looks like: wrinkles, gray hair, maybe a few aches. But no one warns you about the silent shifts that creep in and change everything. One day, you forget a familiar name. Another, you're too tired to finish lunch. These aren't just minor inconveniences, they're real, often shocking changes that hit harder than expected. Aging isn't just about growing older, it's about adapting to challenges no one talks about. But here's the good news: you're not alone, and you don't have to face it unprepared. Let's uncover the 12 hidden truths of aging, and how to take back control. Number 1. The name you can't remember. It always starts innocently enough. You're out at the store or walking through your neighborhood when someone calls your name. You recognize the face instantly. You've chatted dozens of times before. But suddenly, their name is gone. Blank. Vanished from your mind like it was never there. That's exactly what happened to Elena recently. She ran into her neighbor at the grocery store, someone she'd known for years. But in that moment, she couldn't recall her name, no matter how hard she tried. It was embarrassing, frustrating, and a little unsettling. Had she just lost a piece of herself? The truth is, this kind of moment isn't rare, it's incredibly common. As we age, our brain's ability to store and retrieve small details, like names or appointment times, begins to slow down. It doesn't mean you're losing it. It means your brain is shifting, and it needs a little backup. So how do you fight back? One of the simplest tricks is to create a memory bank. When you meet someone new, or even someone familiar, jot down their name along with a few personal details. You can keep a small notebook, or use the Notes app on your phone. And if you know you'll be seeing someone soon, a quick glance at your list can jog your memory instantly. Another powerful tip: association. Connect their name with something memorable, a visual, a rhyme, even a ridiculous image. The sillier, the better. Your brain loves patterns and stories. And most importantly, don't beat yourself up. Everyone forgets things from time to time. If it happens, smile, own it, and just ask again. Most people are more understanding than you think, and chances are, they've been there too. Forgetfulness happens. But with the right tools, you can stay one step ahead. Number 2. The sudden crash. One moment, you're folding laundry or making lunch. The next, you're sitting down, completely wiped out, like someone pulled the plug on your energy. It hits without warning, and when it does, it feels like your body has betrayed you. Elena felt this for the first time while doing something as simple as walking through her home. Halfway through, her legs felt heavy, her arms sluggish, and all she wanted to do was lie down. It wasn't just being tired, this was a sudden crash. The kind that made her question if something was wrong. The truth. Sudden exhaustion is a common but rarely talked about part of aging. Your body doesn't recover as quickly, and energy levels fluctuate more than they used to, even on normal days. And that can be both confusing and incredibly frustrating. But there are ways to manage it. First, don't try to power through it. That only drains your reserves even faster. Instead, pace yourself. Break tasks into smaller chunks and spread them out over the day. Give yourself permission to rest, and not feel guilty about it. Second, hydrate more than you think you need to. Even mild dehydration can lead to fatigue, especially in older adults. Keep water nearby and sip throughout the day. Third, focus on balanced, energy-supporting meals. Skip the heavy, carb-loaded lunches that lead to crashes. Instead, opt for lean proteins, whole grains, and plenty of fresh fruits and vegetables. And finally, listen to your body. It's not being lazy, it's communicating with you. Rest when needed. Move gently when you can. And if the exhaustion feels constant or extreme, talk to your doctor. Sometimes it signals an underlying issue that can be treated. Energy dips happen. But you don't have to be ruled by them. Number 3. Weight gain without warning. Elena had always prided herself on staying active, walking daily, gardening, even hitting the gym a few times a week. So when she noticed her clothes fitting tighter and the scale creeping up, she was confused. Nothing in her routine had changed. So why was her body? The answer lies in one of aging's most frustrating secrets. Your metabolism slows down, even if your lifestyle stays the same. Your body simply doesn't burn calories the way it used to. Add in hormonal changes, muscle loss, and less movement throughout the day, and weight gain can happen fast, without warning. And the worst part? It doesn't always feel earned. You're doing the same things, but getting very different results. But here's the good news: you can take back control. Start by reassessing your portions. As metabolism slows, your calorie needs shrink too. You don't have to go on a crash diet, but being mindful of serving sizes and snacking habits can make a big difference. Focus on nutrient-dense foods, lean protein, leafy greens, berries, legumes, and healthy fats. These not only fuel your body but help you stay full longer without the crash that comes from sugar or processed carbs. Next, strength training becomes your best friend. Building muscle isn't just about staying strong, it actually boosts your resting metabolism. Even simple resistance bands or light weights can help preserve muscle and burn more calories. And remember, this isn't about chasing perfection, it's about adjusting to a new version of balance. Your body is changing, yes, but that doesn't mean you're powerless. If the scale has started to creep, don't panic. It's not a personal failure. It's biology, and with a few smart changes, you can feel like yourself again. Number 4. Doctor appointments become a full-time job. Elena used to visit the doctor once or twice a year, routine checkups, nothing major. But lately, it feels like she's constantly in waiting rooms. Blood tests, follow-ups, specialists, prescriptions. Her calendar is filled with medical visits, and it's starting to feel like managing her health is a full-time job. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. As we age, doctor appointments tend to multiply. It's not just because things are going wrong, it's because staying ahead of issues requires more attention than it used to. From blood pressure checks to screenings for diabetes, bone density, or vision changes, aging comes with a long checklist. And that can feel overwhelming. But here's the shift in perspective that helps. These visits aren't a burden, they're a lifeline. Catching small issues early is one of the smartest ways to stay independent and active longer. A simple blood test today could prevent a serious complication tomorrow. Still, managing it all takes organization. One of the best ways to stay sane? Create a health hub system. Whether it's a physical notebook or a notes app on your phone, log every appointment, medication, symptom, and question. Bring it with you to every visit so you never feel like you're starting from scratch. Also, set reminders for appointments and prescription refills. It sounds simple, but removing the mental load of remembering everything can make a huge difference in how you feel day to day. And don't forget, it's okay to feel frustrated or burned out by all the appointments. You're doing a lot, but you're doing it for you. Your health is worth the time. And while these visits may be frequent now, they're helping ensure your future stays strong, active, and in your control. Number 5. The wandering focus. Elena used to lose herself in books for hours. A good novel, a quiet room, and she was set. But recently, something's changed. Just a few pages in, her mind starts drifting. She finds herself rereading the same paragraph again and again, struggling to concentrate like she once did. It's frustrating, and a little unsettling. This isn't just forgetfulness. It's what many call the wandering focus, and it's a common part of aging. As the brain changes, so does its ability to filter distractions and stay locked in on one task. What was once effortless now takes more intention and energy. But here's the key: it's not about being less sharp, it's about using new tools for a changing brain. One of the best ways to train your focus is by engaging your mind with short, stimulating activities. Word puzzles, brain games, even memory apps can help boost your mental endurance. The goal isn't perfection, it's practice. Also, shorten your sessions. If reading for an hour feels impossible, try 10 to 15 minutes at a time with built-in breaks. As your stamina improves, gradually increase. And don't underestimate the basics. Proper sleep, physical movement, and hydration are all essential to brain health. Even a brisk walk or a short stretch session can increase blood flow to the brain and improve clarity. Want an extra boost? Learn something new. A new hobby, a language, a creative skill. These challenges activate areas of your brain that keep it engaged and agile. Most importantly, be kind to yourself. Your brain is adapting, not failing. You're not losing your intelligence, just adjusting the way you access it. When focus starts to wander, don't panic. Just gently guide it back. With time, strategy, and patience, your mind can stay as vibrant as ever. Number 6. The shrinking circle. For years, Elena had a tight-knit group of friends. Weekly coffee dates, birthday gatherings, spontaneous walks in the park, it all felt effortless. But slowly, that circle started to shrink. Some friends moved away. Others became less mobile. And a few, heartbreakingly, passed on. One day, Elena looked around and realized she was spending most of her time alone. This quiet loneliness creeps in more often than people admit. As we age, our social circles naturally change, sometimes faster than we're ready for. And with fewer familiar faces around, the world can begin to feel smaller and colder. But here's the thing, connection doesn't have to end with change. It just needs to evolve. Start by looking for local senior groups or interest-based meetups, like book clubs, gardening circles, or walking groups. Many communities now offer free or low-cost programs designed to bring people together, no matter their age or mobility. And if getting out is tough, don't underestimate the power of online communities. Social media, forums, and virtual meetups can provide real companionship and support. It might feel unfamiliar at first, but those digital connections can be surprisingly meaningful. Also, focus on small, regular interactions, a daily call with a family member, chatting with a neighbor, even greeting the same cashier every week. Consistency matters more than quantity. It's okay to grieve the relationships you've lost, but don't let that grief stop you from building new ones. You are not invisible. You are not alone. The circle may shrink, but it doesn't have to disappear. With small steps and an open heart, you can create new bonds, stay connected, and find community in unexpected places. Because no matter your age, human connection never stops being essential. Number 7. Mobility starts to fade. Elena used to move with ease, walking to the market, climbing stairs, tending to her garden. But recently, the smallest tasks have become a struggle. Bending to tie her shoes feels like a chore. Walking around the block leaves her winded. It didn't happen all at once, but slowly, her body began to resist. This is one of aging's hardest truths. Mobility doesn't vanish overnight, but when it starts to fade, you feel it everywhere. And it's not just frustrating, it can be scary. Losing physical freedom chips away at confidence, independence, and even identity. But here's the part no one says loud enough. Mobility can be protected, and even improved, with the right habits. Start with gentle daily stretching. Just 5 to 10 minutes a day can increase flexibility and reduce stiffness in joints. You don't need to be a yoga expert. Simple movements can go a long way. Next, build strength in the muscles that keep you steady. Focus on your legs, hips, and core. Resistance bands, bodyweight squats, or even sitting to standing exercises can strengthen your balance and help prevent falls. Low-impact activities like walking, tai chi, or water aerobics are perfect for staying active without stressing your joints. The key is consistency, not intensity. Also, pay attention to your surroundings. Use supportive footwear, reduce tripping hazards at home, and consider mobility aids if necessary. There's no shame in using tools that help you stay active longer. Your body may be changing, but it's not giving up on you, and you don't have to give up on it. Mobility loss doesn't mean the end of freedom. It means adapting, strengthening, and finding new ways to keep moving forward, literally. Every step, stretch, and effort counts toward a stronger, more confident you. Number 8. Sleep becomes a struggle. Elena used to fall asleep the moment her head hit the pillow. But lately, nights feel longer, and not in a good way. She finds herself tossing, turning, waking up at 2 a.m. and staring at the ceiling for hours. By morning, she's exhausted before the day even begins. Sound familiar? As we age, sleep often becomes one of the first things to shift, quietly but significantly. Hormonal changes, increased stress, physical discomfort, and even certain medications can all interfere with a good night's rest. The result? Lighter sleep, frequent waking, and a deep sense of fatigue that lingers throughout the day. But here's what many don't realize. You can train your body to rest again. It just takes a few key changes. First, establish a consistent sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, can reset your internal clock. Second, create a wind-down routine. Whether it's dimming the lights, sipping herbal tea, doing light stretches, or listening to calming music, give your body cues that it's time to relax. Limit caffeine and alcohol, especially in the afternoon and evening. Both can disrupt your sleep cycles even if you fall asleep easily. And don't underestimate your sleep environment. Keep your room cool, dark, and quiet. Consider blackout curtains, a white noise machine, or a weighted blanket to improve comfort. Still struggling? Talk to your doctor. Sometimes underlying health issues or medication side effects are the real culprits, and they can be addressed. Poor sleep isn't just a nuisance, it affects your mood, memory, and overall health. But with a few small changes, you can take back control of your nights and wake up ready to face the day. Number 9. Your senses betray you. Elena always had sharp vision and keen hearing. She loved reading the fine print in her favorite mystery novels and never missed a word in conversations. But now, she's squinting at menus, turning up the volume on the TV, and asking people to repeat themselves more often than she'd like. Social gatherings feel overwhelming, not because of the people, but because she can't quite keep up. This quiet shift is more than just an inconvenience. When your senses begin to dull, it's easy to feel disconnected from the world and from yourself. Changes in vision and hearing are common as we age. The eyes become more sensitive to light and less able to focus. Hearing fades, especially in noisy environments. But while it's normal, it can also be deeply frustrating and isolating, especially when it starts affecting relationships. The good news: you're not helpless here. Schedule regular checkups for your eyes and ears. Vision changes can often be corrected with updated prescriptions. Hearing aids and assistive devices have come a long way. They're smaller, smarter, and more effective than ever. If you're not ready for devices, try subtle adjustments. Sit closer during conversations, choose well-lit spaces, or turn on captions while watching TV. Little changes can make a big difference in staying connected. And most importantly, don't let pride stand in your way. There's no shame in using glasses, hearing aids, or other tools that help you stay present and engaged. These aren't signs of weakness, they're signs that you're choosing to live fully, no matter what changes come. Your senses may shift, but your ability to connect, enjoy, and experience life doesn't have to fade with them. With the right support, you can keep seeing clearly and hearing the things that matter most. Number 10. Temperature becomes the enemy. Elena used to love long walks on crisp winter mornings and soaking up the sun on warm summer days. But lately, something's changed. What once felt refreshing now feels unbearable. A slight chill leaves her shivering, and mild heat makes her dizzy. It's like her internal thermostat has stopped working, and she's not imagining it. As we age, our body's ability to regulate temperature weakens. The layer of fat under the skin thins, circulation slows, and sweat glands become less active. That means cold feels colder, heat feels hotter, and temperature changes hit harder and faster than they used to. It's more than just discomfort. Sensitivity to temperature can affect sleep, energy, mood, and even safety. But you don't have to suffer through it. There are easy ways to stay in control. Start by dressing in layers, even indoors. That way, you can adjust your comfort quickly as your body reacts to different environments. Use breathable fabrics like cotton in summer and cozy, insulating materials like fleece or wool in winter. At home, adjust your environment instead of just enduring it. Use fans or air conditioning during hot months. In colder seasons, try heating pads, extra blankets, or space heaters in rooms where you spend the most time. Also, keep an eye on hydration. Dehydration can make heat sensitivity worse, and older adults often feel less thirsty even when they need fluids. Most importantly, listen to your body. If you start feeling too cold or too warm, even if others seem fine, take it seriously. You know your body best, and it's not overreacting. Temperature swings may be harder to handle now, but with a few smart changes, you can stay comfortable, safe, and in control, no matter what the weather throws your way. Number 11. The shorter fuse. Elena used to be the calm one, the peacemaker, the patient voice in stressful situations. But recently, little things set her off. A late delivery, a dropped call, someone speaking too loudly, and suddenly she's irritated, tense, even snapping without meaning to. It feels like her patience is wearing thin, and she's not sure why. This emotional shift is something many older adults experience, though few talk about it. As we age, our ability to manage stress can change, and our emotional responses become sharper, sometimes more intense. Hormonal changes, chronic stress, lack of sleep, or even certain medications can all play a part. But here's what's important. Feeling irritable doesn't make you mean or difficult, it just means something needs your attention. The good news? There are powerful ways to keep your cool, even when emotions start running high. Start with deep breathing. It sounds simple, but taking just a few slow, intentional breaths can signal your nervous system to calm down. Try inhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 4, and exhaling slowly. Next, build awareness. When you notice that shorter fuse creeping in, pause. Ask yourself, what's really bothering me? Often it's not the moment. It's something deeper, like fatigue, hunger, or feeling unheard. Practicing mindfulness or gratitude journaling can also help shift your perspective. By focusing on what's going well, you train your brain to respond to frustration with more calm and control. And don't be afraid to talk about it. Sometimes just acknowledging, "I've been feeling a little on edge lately," can open the door to support. Aging may bring emotional changes, but it doesn't have to rob you of peace. With a few simple tools, you can protect your calm and respond to life with the grace and patience that's always been part of who you are. Number 12. Losing independence. For most of her life, Elena handled everything on her own: grocery shopping, fixing things around the house, managing her finances. She was proud of her independence. But lately, she's had to ask for help more often. A heavy bag of groceries, a ride to the doctor, someone to read the fine print on a bill. And every time she does, it stings. It feels like she's giving up a piece of herself. That feeling is deeply personal and incredibly common. Losing independence is one of the hardest parts of aging, not because of the tasks themselves, but because of what they represent: freedom, control, dignity. When you've spent a lifetime doing everything for yourself, asking for help can feel like defeat. But here's the truth: accepting help doesn't make you weak, it makes you wise. It's not about surrendering your independence, it's about redefining it. Real independence means doing what you need to keep living fully, and sometimes that includes knowing when to lean on others. Start by identifying the tasks that truly drain you or cause stress. Can a family member or friend take over some of those? Could a grocery delivery or cleaning service save your energy for things you actually enjoy? And remember, help is not pity, it's partnership. The people who care about you want to support you. Saying yes to their help gives you more time, more freedom, and more energy to focus on what matters. Independence isn't just about doing everything alone. It's about making smart choices that protect your well-being. You're not giving up control, you're taking it back, one wise decision at a time. And in that, there's real strength. Aging comes with challenges, but you don't have to face them alone. With the right mindset and support, you can adapt, thrive, and stay in control. If this video resonated with you, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs it, and don't forget to subscribe for more real, honest content about life after 60.